What's up, Champions fam? It's Z.E.K.E back on a brand new WWE Champions video. I'm not going to hold y'all for long, but we are already a few days into May 2020's Colossal Classics MLC, and I want to know your thoughts so far, especially if you are participating in the spin ban, hashtag make WWE Champions better. As you all can see, I got the MLC free-to-play champion already. New Generation Showboat Typhoon and Natural Disasters at 1-star bronze, and I am sitting, waiting patiently to accrue enough shards to get him to 2-star gold. By fusing him, I am sitting at 47 out of 80 shards right now, and patience is truly a virtue. This has been humbling compared to running right to the store and investing in those disposable income offers to get him at 2-star or 3-star, but we are going to do this the right way. We are going to do this the absolutely free-to-play way, and I want to know what your thoughts are, especially if you are participating in the spin ban and you have gone from being a pay-to-play player like me, and now you're just pacing it out, dealing with what comes through. I've already cleared and maxed the kickoff top event. I've maxed out the TP contest. I'm waiting for a coin evolve contest. So I'm sitting on plenty of tokens for the boy, but we just got to get those extra shards in so then we can max out the levels, max out the moves, and then we can get them up to the 3-star range. We got blitzes that we can do easily right now, but I want to go ahead and get more quantity of keys instead of spamming these low budget income blitzes. I mean, granted, 300 blitz tickets isn't much, but I want more bang for my buck as well. So, I mean, it is what it is, to each his own, right? But I'm really at a loss right now. This, no lie, a few days in already, it's already been a mind-blowing, eye-opening scenario for me. Just looking at the difference, the difference of pace when it comes to being a free-to-play player to being a pay-to-play player. If I had bought those 2-star, 3-star offers for Typhoon, I'd be leagues ahead. If I had invested into the step-up loophole offers, I'd be leagues ahead. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the solo contest, hitting more and more of those milestones to get chances and opportunities at Earthquake. This is truly a situation, an experiment, and an experience that humbles you if you allow it. It allows me to truly sit back, being a guy who's gone on free-to-play pilgrimages here and there, who's also invested disposable income here and there, but to now just stop and to go absolutely free-to-play, it truly allows me to see the experience that a lot of the free-to-play players within the community have endured for not one, but multiple MLCs. Some have gotten lucky, some haven't. And I'm not going to lie. You know what? I'm happy to see that Typhoon is included in more variations on this briefcase free-to-play pull banner for this MLC. But man, getting him has been far and between. When we were pulling during the NWO 2-week MLC with Brett NWO 2K, okay, I was pulling Brett left and right. It would have been nothing to unlock Brett and fuse him up through the shards that I was getting. Every other superstar that I was pulling, I was getting Brett shards. Typhoon, though, nothing. I'm just getting hit with the garbo pulls, and I know I could stack them up, and I'm probably going to start doing that today. Stack up a boatload of them. Hopefully I get enough, 20 here, 20 there. Get some doopity-doop shards to play with when it comes to maxing out his moves to save my color TP. But who knows, right? Who knows? And we know that the difficulty spike is going to keep coming. We know the ludicrous atrocity that is the hell mode, okay? We know what we're going to be dealing with. And sometimes looking at those resources, it isn't worth it. And now going free to play, I'm literally just sitting back strategically thinking about what's worth it, what's not. What's worth going all in on, and what's worth just sitting back and be like, what, I can miss that for a day. I can miss that for a day. And one thing I want to say before I leave is this. At the end of the day, a prize wall chase champion, they are a choice to pursue. You don't have to get them. You do not need them. The same way as I mentioned in the previous video, we don't have to go all in for Typhoon if we are not a fan of him or if we already got top tier units of the class that he is representing, okay? If you like using Heartbreak Kid over Natural Disaster Typhoon, then you don't have to worry about him. But because MLCs are made and built around a particular character, and that helps enable you to get a chance at another character, we feel obligated to do so. So I know that Earthquake is a chase champion. Doesn't mean you have to chase him. And just like I'm sitting here waiting to fuse up Typhoon to 2-star gold and hopefully get him to 3-star by the conclusion of this MLC, doesn't mean I'm going to take him to 4-star. And it doesn't mean you have to either. Sometimes you just got to sit back and wonder what things are worth it. And it's truly gotten me baffled at the fact of how boring the content in Champions can be if you're not really focused in on the MLC free-to-play champion or trying to go after things on the prize wall, such as the prize wall chase champions gear or resources that you really need. It's truly crazy to me that the game really isn't that much fun when you take away the structure that they have implemented. And that's something that Champions needs to work on, because this game should be a fun experience no matter what you are doing. It shouldn't feel like a job or a chore. Hard work does pay off in the end. Yes, there's no way around that. But it's absolutely ludicrous how crazy like the decline of enjoyment goes when you literally don't invest in the store offers, and you literally just boil things down to the minimum and you look at the game for what it really is. And if you don't really like that character, that's a free-to-play champion. And even if you do this and do that and you get enough tokens to go all the way up, the question is, do your coins have the quantity needed to max them out? Do your TP reservoirs go that deep that you can go all in on that MLC free-to-play champion, then double back on the prize wall champion after you've captured them? Y'all let me know in the comments below. What are y'all feeling a couple days into this MLC? What are your thoughts, especially if you are participating in the spin ban? And what type of suggestions would you offer to champions of Scopely to improve the overall experience? Point blank period. Point blank period. Like, that's just the God honest truth, man. And something else to leave out on a note. I came across this on YouTube from a YouTuber that I watch a lot, who does a lot of content on multiple mobile games. There's a mobile game called The King of Fighters All-Star, and it features a bunch of beast mode fighting game characters, and they're all put together in this game, and they are about to do a collab with WWE. Now, I know, of course, we're never going to get a collab like WWE champions with, AEW or TNA. We get that. Even though we got the Angle Alliance in there, I know that isn't going to happen. However, I mean, wouldn't it be cool if we got some type of like creative stuff going on in WWE Champions? Like, what if we got the Southpaw characters, like the Southpaw wrestling characters in the game? What if we got more expansions of like the different action figure collections, like how they do the zombies who are based on action figures? What if we got more other Mattel, like the Elite figures, the Hall of Fame figures, and they got turned into champions? That'd be some solid stuff to do. Throw out a real cool freebie based on a real top-selling figure or something. I don't know. But sometimes going to the well too many times, the well's going to go bare real quick. And already going into this experience for this MLC, dealing with the new gen MLC, granted, we're getting another era category MLC, that is. It does make me realize that, man, Champions needs to spice some things up. Because doing the everyday grind of your MLC LT content, doing your everyday daily class tours and your Dead Man's Daily, doing your blitzes, your showdown tournaments on the weekend, your faction feuds, your lock boxes, your expedition farming, your turn one farming if you feel it necessary, okay? Or raiding the in-game store for all the offers that pop up so you can further your progression. Champions needs to change it up. And I play multiple games that have found so many creative ways to keep their player base's attention and have gotten nothing but a positive reception back. But if Champions is too stuck in their ways, more and more people are going to start uninstalling. And I'm not going to lie, I'm all for the spin ban. We need to stick together. We need to band together and stay strong. But this spin ban is also going to show the limitations of Scopely and Champions creativity. And if you can't get creative, if you can't get innovative, and the bugs and the glitches continue to pile on top of one another, and the MLC champions are just boring and we don't care for them, and the chase champions are impossible to capture unless you sell your soul, and you have to, you gotta freaking get a foreclosure on your home and sell your house, and it gets to a point where you realize maybe it's better if I just uninstall the game and move on with my life. But like many of you, I've met so many beautiful people from this game. It's so hard to say goodbye. So I'm praying for a better outcome. Let me know your thoughts down below. How do you feel so far? Where do you think the direction of Champions needs to go? Would you like some cool collab ideas? Because WWE is a monopoly within itself, okay? We could easily have a WWE, WCW. We could have an ECW MLC. We can bring back a MLC or bring in a MLC that's based on the pay-per-views. We could have a monthly tournament for the King of the Ring that gave us crazy bonus rewards for participating. I'm still baffled at the fact that we have the Royal Rumble and we've yet to have like a 30-man blitz that just gave you crazy top-notch rewards for clearing it, especially if you got through all 30 people and you entered in at number 1. We got to get creative because the lack of creativity is really hitting me, and it's just showing how money hungry these guys and gals are at Scopely, and I'm just hoping for the best. So didn't mean to hold y'all for long, but bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love to each and every single one of you as always. Hashtag make WWE champions better. But what are your thoughts so far about Colossal Classics? What would you do to change the game to make it better? What would you like to see implemented into the game to make the overall experience a far more enjoyable one instead of it being the same old, rinse and repeat, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year? Change can be a good thing if you welcome in the right type of changes. Until next time, peace.